Hi guys, it's me part 4, some more Pretty Little Liars theories and talk. I know that a lot of you guys really enjoy this. I'm so thankful a lot of you found my channel and you're sharing your comments and your ideas with me. It's very fun. Let's keep it going until, the Halloween episode. I'm going to do a lot of these videos because it seems that a lot of people are interested in this. As for my other subscribers, yes, I will be still doing book and beauty videos, but I've been really focused on this like all week. So here's some other ideas that I came up with and things to ponder, and also I found some good articles about why Arya could be A, so I wanted to share some of those things with you. Let me fix this a little bit. There we go. So let's start first. Okay guys, what do you think about the idea that Jake is Garrett's brother? If you look at them, yeah, I know it's a TV show, but they both look very similar. I mean, they were cast to look very similar, and maybe Jake knows that Ezra was part of the A-Team, or that he was part of the NAT team, the NAT club, because his brother was, and he's the missing link that no one's mentioned, which makes sense why he would try to be with Arya, because he obviously wouldn't try to be with Spencer. Melissa would know, and I don't know. The thing about it is, I don't think it was very coincidental that Ezra met Arya the way he did. And it kind of makes sense he hooked up with her. If he was obsessed with Allie, it would be in order to get closer to her. And it's very manipulative. I don't think he intended to have feelings for Arya. I think there was a motive behind why he originally hooked up with her, which is sad. But then he did fall in love with her, and now he's dealing with the good and evil. I would love to see Mike Montgomery, her brother, somehow be a part of this, or maybe he was blackmailed into it. I do think that Ezra was the one that destroyed that kid's car, and I really don't think it was Mike. Here's the thing. I would be really shocked if they actually did say that Ezra was A, because we've heard that they just turned his character around in February. Maybe they're just saying that so we think that he isn't. Because if you go back, there's a lot of clues all the way through. But also, Ren. Okay. I'm really struggling with Ren. I don't know where he fits in. I think Ren and Jason, are the ones that are confusing me the most. Now, remember the picture? He was coloring the red coat in, and there was a woman with a husband, or it looked like they were married, and 2 kids. What's the chance that Redcoat is somehow a mother? Here's my biggest theory ever. Just came to me very clearly, alright? What's the chances that A is Allie's mom? Now, first of all, she's not quite right in the head, we know that. She knits. She was the one that was knitting before we saw... Who else was knitting? Mona? She was knitting at Radley, right? But what's the odds, right? She's been around since the beginning. She would know a lot of the blackmail. Maybe she's mad because she knows that someone tried to kill her daughter, and she thinks that somehow it's because of the girls. Now remember, A plays the piano, listens to old music, drinks tea, and is old enough to have all the information to blackmail people. She's also targeted families, meaning she might know things about Emily's mom and Hannah's mom because they're around the same age, and maybe she has some vendetta against them when they were younger because she is off. Wouldn't it be something if Allie's mom was connected to this? So, I just want to recap my A-list, my A-team list is Lucas. I'm really starting to think Paige is a part of it. Mona, but now... she's probably on the B team. Toby. And Jenna is in the middle. I was thinking she's on the B team. I think she does know who A is. I think she's the person that knows who A is. Here's my other theory. Maybe Allie isn't really alive. Ravenswood is going to be supernatural, meaning maybe ghosts can live there. Maybe that's why it's so dark and the people look like they're stuck in time, because however they died, that's how they look. And maybe, and I've read in young adult books and paranormal books, a lot of times when people die, if they did live, they stayed the same. They looked the same as when they died in terms of ages. Like vampires, if they were killed when they were 17, they look like they were 17 their whole life. So maybe Allie is there because she's can run around and actually act alive, but she's really dead. My other thought is maybe Mrs. Grenwell is making up the story about it so that the red coat chasing someone makes sense, and maybe she's somehow connected. That's just some things that have been going through my head. Now, why Arya could be A. These first ones come from Pretty Little Secrets Hints Tumblr. So I want to source them. Okay. First of all, okay. Remember they said that the swan costume, the swan person, if you look back at Arya's costume at the Masquerade Ball, it matches the red and black one that on the book of the Black Swan. It might not be the one that you were expecting and the one that we are paying attention to, but she did wear a swan costume. Also, the little boy in that dollhouse, remember, said that someone with long dark hair was here, and we thought they were talking about Jenna. Arya has been the least hurt by A. In general, she really has been. Arya told Hannah's mom that she was A to cover for Hannah, but could this be a hidden message that she's part of the A-team? Remember that? The girls did say that Arya was the best liar. Arya did say this quote that got us thinking, the longer the wait, the bigger the lie. I don't remember. I should have found what episode that was from. In season 3 promo, Arya is wearing shackles around her ankles. Okay, if you go back, it's a dark picture. I saw this, and I never really paid attention to it, but if you look at her ankles, she has shackles on them. Arya buried the red earrings with Allison. Could it mean that they were Allison's when she had an affair with Byron? This is if they go with the whole Lolita theory, the Vivian Darkbloom idea. Now, if you go back to, this was a while ago, it says, I need to know who the real A is so bad. Maybe a hint, and they asked Marlene King, and they said Big A. Now, if you go back to season 2, Mona used to call Arya Big A. Hey, Big A, can I talk to you for a little bit? Is it a clue? Is it a spoiler? If you go back, and remember when the girls were in the Bratz dolls for A, and all of the girls were dressed up in regular clothes, except for Arya was wearing a black hoodie and black boots. And this was season 2, the second episode, okay? We all thought, I don't think we really thought of anything of it, right? Okay. Ella said to Arya in season 2, people aren't dolls, you can play with them and put them in a box. And then, after that doll idea was brought up, then the doll storyline with A started. Coincidence? Arya's, during the opening credits, yes, all the girls were shot doing that, and, I think there's more of a reason than she looked the best doing it. A-Team, Allison, Toby, Ezra, Arya, Mona is what their theory is, okay? And then the other one here we have is, as you can see, the girls asked for a hint, and Marlene's response matches with Mona's nickname. However, C part of this post is why she can't be A, okay? Several times throughout the series, she's pointed out to be the best liar. In 222, the girls all claim her to be the best liar, a label which seems to be given due to the ability to lie about being with Ezra. Also, in a recent episode, this was from season 3, Emily asked Arya, when did it become so easy for you to lie to your friends? Again, we are made to think this remark comes from the fact that she lied to get her to go to Spencer's house for the intervention so they will all talk again. It's not unlikely the writers to hide clues in quick, barely noticeable remarks, so it wouldn't be surprising if they are suggesting that Arya has been lying to the girls about something for a long time. Okay. Somebody, I should have looked. Let me see if I can get that up real fast. Somebody just commented on my thing, and I want to mention this. This is, you're probably going to hear me start talking, Chad McDonald. Chad McDonald said that he has a theory that Allison switched personalities with Arya. Now this, I found something to go with that idea, Chad. This says in an episode, Arya put on Vivian Darkbloom's red coat, okay? And the next time we see it is when someone visits Mona in the asylum, okay? The next time we see that coat. What if it was Arya that, went to visit her and was A all along? Arya tells Hannah's mom that she's A. Well, on the surface, this is a method for the girls to make Ashley worry less about the real A. It could have been significant in that Arya could legitimately revealing herself, but we're lulled into believing that it's a lie. Okay. In the title sequence, Allie, okay, she's the only one doing the shish. This is a simple one. Arya threatens to tell her dad's boss about the affair he had with a student. While not necessarily a clue, this kind of proves how quickly she can turn on those she's meant to love. Okay. Arya's not with the girls when they visit the doll shop at night and they find the Allison doll, which was clearly put there by A. The doll is saying, "Follow me, end up like me," which could also point back to Arya trying to convince the girls that the doll shop isn't as important as they think it is and they should stop caring about it before something bad happens to them. Okay, we talked about her being unmasked in the masquerade, her and Ezra. The Black Swan, okay, so they thought that the Black Swan costume was going to be the one that they found in A's lair, but we can see that Arya is wearing one from the Black Swan that's red and black, and the movie talked about somebody that can be sweet and innocent in most ways, but it has a side to their personality that's dark and threatening, and this could be a way to clue us in and that Arya could have a different side that we haven't seen yet. One time when Spencer was in an A's lair, they point to the dolls that are made to look like each other, and this is where Arya is wearing the dark hoodie and the jeans. And there's a picture there. I'm going to link to this in my information so you guys could go here and read and see all these pictures, okay? Now, about the plane. It says, I've heard people mention how when Duncan is flying Arya in the plane and she is steering, he says something about how Allie was afraid of a friend and she loses control. This could be a hint to how alarmed she was to learn that Allie might have possibly known she didn't want her to. And also, maybe it was Arya in that plane. Remember that guy? Can't remember his name. When Toby and Caleb were talking to that guy and he lied and said CC and whatever. Makes sense. Why she is an A, okay? The big A reply seems too obvious. I don't think she'd give it away that easily. The writers of the show seem to be genius of twisting around clue and making them into something else. Arya has no real motive to go after her friends. This could be some underlying resentment that would lead her to act as A and torture Allie. However, there's not one bit of information that could point at her wanting to hurt the other liars that we know of. Right? Marlene apparently tweeted that Arya gets the fun stuff with A in Season 3B. This seems to allude to the fact that she's targeted more closely by A than she normally is, which possibly rules out the suggestion she could be A. Despite some instances where she's absent from a scene where the girls find out something important, Arya still helps the girls gather evidence and figure out a lot to do with who A is in the first place. She is still digging for evidence just like the rest and trying to find who she is doing these things to her friends. I can't agree because I feel like a lot of times these girls go on these things, she's not there. Okay, so do you think it would be a good plot twist if Arya was A? I want to know, do you think there's an excuse for her being involved in any way, or even Ezra? And what do you think their motives could be? And, why do you think that Arya is A, or why do you think that she isn't? That's really what I want to ponder in this video. So, hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm going to come up with more theories. This was just a few things I came up with, and I wanted to read through some of those theories with you. I hope you enjoyed it. And happy reading as always. Have a great holiday weekend. I'm sure I'll be on here, but I'm not sure. And, shh. I had to pull out my Arya move. Shh. A's watching.